Conchita Wurst took out last year's Eurovision in a stunning gown and even more stunning beard.
The winner is Austria!
But this lady wasn't relying on her looks. It was all about that voice.
From the fading light of light, rise like a phoenix.
The global attention from Eurovision has resulted in one hell of a year for Conchita. She's travelled the world, met with the head of the UN, modelled couture for Jean-Paul Gaultier, and wasted no time releasing more music.
We could be heroes, we could be heroes tonight.
With a brand new album on the way, she's in the country for the very first time. And fingers crossed, she's got some fashion tips for our very own Euro hope, Guy Sebastian.
Oh, would you please welcome Conchita Wurst? Your beard in person, babe, is everything.
Oh.
And I'm just wondering about the maintenance in keeping it that perfect. I mean, should Georgie just do a frozen and let it go? Just let her beard go.
You know, basically, it's as fake as the rest.
What?
Well, it's not fake, but, you know, I'm painting my whole face, so why should I stop with the beard? That's why it's that.
So you fill in a little.
How do you
Exactly.
rate Waleed's?
Well, yours is perfect without doing anything, as far as I see.
Are you saying that my beard beats your beard?
Yeah.
Can you two stop flirting? This is getting awkward.
Conchita, Australia is entering the Eurovision for the first time.
Exactly.
Have you got any tips for our Guy Sebastian?
I mean, he's a superstar. He needs no advice by a drag queen. You know, seriously, he got it all. This great song, an awesome voice. He's so handsome. Perfect features.
We've had this argument about whether or not it's a Eurovision song, because we like the song.
Yeah.
But is it a Eurovision song?
Because I think it is.
Well, in first place, it's authentic. And that's the most important thing. You know, you really should do whatever you want to do on that stage.
Well, you're hosting. Can you somehow help rig it so that he wins?
I'm afraid not. You know, I'm just in the green room, so I'm not really on the power.
All right. Are you nervous about hosting, though?
I am, because it's not my comfort zone. And I know, sitting there myself, the green room is basically the area where the artists end up after performing. And you sit there and wait for the votings to come in, and you really don't want to talk to anybody. And so it's me sitting there like, hey! You know? Okay.
So you know that. That's why you're perfect, because you've been in their shoes.
Yeah.
Do you think anything could shock you? I mean, after Dana International won a few years ago, the transsexual from Israel, and now you have won in stunning drag, could an act shock you?
Oh, no, not really.
No. What would it take?
I don't really. There's nothing shocking about what, as far as I know, about the Eurovision. As I mentioned before, I just love that there is no judgmental going on. You know, you're allowed to come as you are, and you can do, as I said, whatever you want. And this is great.
Well, that's true for Eurovision, but it's not necessarily true for all of Europe. And I know there was some backlash in Russia, particularly when you won last time. And then you've just got to #1 on iTunes in Russia. It must feel so good to get back at them like that.
But, you know, actually, I'm really unpolite when it comes to that. I really couldn't care less about their opinion.
Does that include people who just bought your stuff?
Of course not. But when it comes to the politicians, at the end of the day, I'm really flattered because they're spending so much time on thinking about me. Maybe, you know...
It's a compliment.
Maybe I should send them, like, a picture or something.
Sign your new CD and send it to them.
You have had the biggest year since winning. Have you got a possible highlight?
Oh, that's hard, because I wouldn't dare to rank all these great opportunities and occasions. But I met Ban Ki-moon, which was overwhelming, because I think he's one of the most important people when it comes to human rights. So that was... It was hard to believe that he actually wanted to meet up, you know, because I thought that must be a mistake. Maybe he just wanted me to sing and then leave.
What did he made a point of telling you what he loved about you. What did he say to you?
Well, he spoke about my honesty and my way of you know, taking the right that I can make my life as fabulous as I want. Because my parents always told me there are simple rules to follow. Just don't hurt anybody and be respectful, and the rest is basically up to you. And it's exactly what he also said, and really touched me.
That's good advice for life.
It is.
Yeah.
That's
This is
good
why
advice.
people love you. Now, who did you meet at the Golden Globes? I know you had some massive fans there.
Yeah, that was yeah. I was going to the ladies' room, doing my hair and stuff, and all of a sudden Felicity Huffman came up to me and we had a little chat, and she was like, well, you're doing such a great job, and I'm like, okay, no, this should be the other way around, because you are the star. And yeah, we had a little chat while, you know, fixing hair and lashes.
Well, you know what's great about you is that people never go, is that her? You know, sometimes when you see a celebrity go, nah. We know it's you when we see you in the toilets, babe. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yes,
Right.
inevitable. Congratulations on the debut album, by the way.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
This is it here. There you go. Drop a load of that. That album is out on May 15, so you can go grab it then. In the meantime, please thank Conchita Wurst.